What's up, YouTube? It's the Console Samurai with Grown Ups Gaming, and we finally have some more information about PlayStation VR, some concrete information. Sony came out yesterday and announced that the PlayStation VR was going to come out with a price of $400 for the basic bundle. Now, I say basic bundle because there is going to have to be more than one bundle. The basic bundle is going to be everything you need to run it at a minimum, assuming you have everything else that PlayStation 4 has put out. That means you have a PlayStation 4 already, you have the PlayStation camera, which is going to be a requirement, and they also recommend you have the PlayStation Move controller. Not that it's a requirement. If you don't actually intend on using your hands in the game, you don't need the Move controller. If you, like me, are fine with not having your hands in the game, you can use the DualShock 4, the PlayStation 4 controller, and be perfectly fine. It will still work. Your hands just won't be tracked in-game. But you do need the PlayStation camera, which did not come standard with the PlayStation 4. And that's one thing that's not in this $400 bundle for the PlayStation VR headset. It is really just what you need, assuming you have everything else. And I've seen a lot of people online upset about the fact it doesn't come with the camera being such a requirement. But when Sony was asked about why they were doing it this way, they said that a lot of people already have the camera. It wouldn't be fair to add that to the price, and then people who already have the camera, they're forced to buy it again because it's part of this bundle. And that's a very good point. But when Sony was asked, well, how many people have it? Is it really that many people? Sony said it's enough. It's enough to justify it, and we are planning on coming out with another bundle at another time that will have the camera in it for the people who don't already have the camera. And given the fact that less than half, but still a pretty large percentage of people have the camera on their PlayStation 4, I do agree. It does make sense. So we're just waiting on final details as to what's in this other bundle, what the price is going to be, and when that will become available. But as I've mentioned before, because I've seen a lot of people also complaining about the specs of the PlayStation VR, it is, for lack of a better term, going to be a more budget-friendly version of the Oculus Rift, or not version of, but alternative to the Oculus Rift. With the PlayStation VR being $400, and assuming you have everything else, the camera and the PS4, that's another $400, excuse me. It's another $400, so that's $800. The Oculus Rift itself is going to be $600, and depending on your sources, it'll need a computer anywhere between $1,100 and $1,500 or $1,600. Now that is between $1,700 and $2,200 for no games at all. That is just the hardware itself. And yeah, I know Steam, you can get free games and stuff like that. But going on the assumption that you have no games for either alternative, PlayStation VR is less than half the price of the Oculus Rift. And if you are not, if you're looking for a cheaper way to get into virtual reality, PlayStation VR is hands down the way to do it. Especially given the fact that at $400, it may take a huge piece of the market share. It may actually be cheap enough to unseat Oculus Rift. And I'm sure there will always be people who will continue to go Oculus Rift as long as that's out. But there's a very good chance that PlayStation VR is going to take the crown because it is going to be the cheapest alternative. It's going to be the easiest way for people to gain entry into the virtual reality world. Because if you don't have anything, if you haven't upgraded to this generation yet at all, and you're looking to, and this is the time you want to do it, you very well probably would go PlayStation 4 and PlayStation VR rather than dropping $2,000 into virtual reality. It's much easier to drop $800. But I don't know. I know there's a lot of people who are 100% anti-console. The PC Master Race people will always go with Oculus Rift just because they're anti-console. Although there's nothing wrong with either consoles or PC. I like both. But either way, let me know. What do you think about PlayStation VR coming out at $400? This bundle that doesn't have quite everything that you might need, because they're assuming you've already bought everything. You already have the full PlayStation 4 experience already. What do you think about this other bundle coming out with the camera and possibly other things you might want as well? Either way, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Once again, I am the Console Samurai, and I'll see you around.